You are looking live at a shot of the home stadium of the Vancouver Legion as they get set to take on the Arizona Scorpions, wearing Mortal Kombat inspired uniforms called King Scorpion in honor of the head Scorpion, Eddie Gage, alongside Steven Hacker and Robert Garrett Jr. on stats. I'm Colin Northrop, and joining me in the booth this week is Anthony Ellison. Hello, how are you, sir?
Colin, I'm doing absolutely fantastic. It's Friday night under the lights, and we got ourselves a good football game. With the playoffs around the corner, every single game matters for those teams that are still in it, and the ones that are still scrapping in there, they're playing all out and giving up everything right there, leaving everything on the field, so I'm really excited.
After several dominant winning seasons from the Legion, they find themselves sitting with a 3-7 mark, but that doesn't indicate statistically how good this team is, and they will start kicking the ball off. Chance to win to kick off to Arizona. We'll get to the lineups here shortly. As the kickoff is down in the end zone, ball comes out to the 20, and Ashley Jackson will come out at quarterback, led by two running backs who we'll get to. Brad Jones, number 23, and JJ Moses, the second. 1st and 10, Scorpions under center. Jackson back to throw. Jackson has a man wide open across the middle of the field. Hauling it in is Yayo Montana for pick of 8, 2nd and 2.
And what we're going to see, those are high percentage passes. That's why Jackson leads the league, a second in the league in completion percentage with just under 62%, with good routes like that early in the first down.
Bismarck Wright is the fullback. Donnie Hands, Yayo Montana, Hank Earl Troll, TJ Punker, the wide receivers, Adam Grabowski, and Will Totter, the tight ends. We'll get to the offensive line, which is critical to this Arizona team's success, as Jones is tackled by Marquise Reed of the Legion, number 55, the outside linebacker, setting up a 3rd and 1.
And we're going to say this all game. Getting your third downs, keeping the drive alive, keeps the defense on the field, and it tires the defense.
And they'll easily pick up the first down as Hamilton, the strong safety, makes the hit. He's joined out there in the defensive secondary by the veteran Mark Lopez. At free safety, Zach Lay, Ron Hoff, and Michael Leister are the corners, along with Emmanuel Blackman. Linebackers are Reed and Woods on the outside. Josh Farnsey, number 53, is in the middle. Bobo Cardell, Achille Papatonis are the defensive ends. Gerald Giudicissi and Michael Rui are the defensive tackles. Moses picks up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And let's talk about it. We saw 2 big runs back-to-back, and that's because of Tina Egan, Patrick Kelly, John Benazari, Igor Barbertal, and Charles Michael on that offensive line, pushing Vancouver's line back right there. You're going to see this all day today.
Couple of converted defensive linemen. Began a former defensive tackle, and Michael, I believe, was a former defensive lineman as well, playing the center position. As it sets up a 3rd and 2, Patrick Kelly has played guard for several years. He's over at the right tackle spot, as Arizona is up with another 3rd down under the eye.
Another 3rd down. Looks like Vancouver showing blitz here on the right side.
Jackson turns, and they run right into the blitz as Marquise Reed, along with Mark Lopez, makes the hit, and we got our first punt of the ball game.
And good job. It looks like Vancouver knew they wanted to run to the left side, to the strong side of the field. You just have to make that cut back in if you're the running back right there to keep that first down.
Calling the fair catch at the 16 is Pseudo Nakai, number 44. And Christian Brown and Ike McBride and the rest of this Legion offense will be set up 1st and 10 on their own 16.
Now Vancouver has a stout offensive line as well, led by running back Ike McBride. She loves to get physical and run people over.
They'll start off with a pass as Brown down the middle looking for, I believe that was Stephen McMichaels, but Rain Rie had other ideas, and it'll be 2nd and 10 as he breaks on the ball.
Yeah, it's one of the two tight ends we're going to see, Bravado and McMichaels. They both are big body tight ends right there. McMichael coming in at 6'3", Vital at 6'7". So definitely fun targets for Christian Brown over the middle to have.
Pitch out to Ike McBride, and she manages to scratch out a yard as the tackle is made on the play by number 22, Albert Pekin. He's joined in the secondary, in addition to Rain Rie at free safety, by Everett Garrison, number 44, Ernest McCray Sr., number 37, number 34, Terrell Davis, and number 24, Bo Martin Jr. Christian Brown throws on a 3rd and 9. Oh, one-handed catch. That is Lili Nakai out there making a grab, number 88, for a big first down play.
What a absolutely play right there by Lili Nakai right there. 6'6", 240. Was able to just to stretch over the defender and get the first down when it was looking like it wasn't looking good because it was 3rd and 9 situation. Now Vancouver with a first down could set up that running game that's really potent for them.
They're going to throw again, this time out to McBride, and McBride manages to make a 2-yard gain. Hard hit out there by Everett Garrison. 2nd and 8. Up front for the Legion on the offensive line, Gregory Wendell, Leo Cheng, and Rylan Caudell are all listed at tackles. Bruder Grayjam is the center, number 62. As Brown throws again, and for the first catch of the ball game for the Hall of Famer number 12, Brett Killian, the team's leading wide receiver.
Now the thing is, they're going to have to contain Brett Killian, but the problem is Lili Nakai, she's also phenomenal on the outside right there. And the more touches you give Ike McBride, the stronger she's going to get. So you definitely want to make sure you are tackling good and double team as much as you can.
Another pass on 3rd down by Brown. Down the field he goes, and this time he finds McMichaels down the field. He had a drop early in the drive, but he makes up for it by converting another 3rd down with a move of the chains.
And that's just the trust and confidence that we've seen all season with Brown to McMichael, regardless of dropping one early in the drive, knowing that is going to be open. That's a cover 2 defense. And right there, you have to play more back if you are Arizona right there, or that tight end over the middle is going to carve up your defense.
Draw play up the middle. McBride hits 2 yards more to her rushing total. Up front for Arizona, they got a bunch of big guys. Dee Sachs and Alex Constantine are the defensive ends. Hunter Norwood, the Hall of Famer, is a defensive tackle along with David Tilley. Linebackers are inside Sean Moore, J.R. Lawless, and Nathaniel Diggs on the outside. As the pitch out goes to Sudo Nakai, and he burrows ahead for another 2-yard gain to set up a 3rd and 6 situation, Anthony.
And the thing is, and we want to watch Vancouver offensive line, Gregory Wynell, Leo Chang, Ryan Caudell, and Brunter Grandjam. They get stronger as the game goes on. So let's keep an eye on that. Let's see if Arizona can bring some pressure when needed to disrupt Christian Brown, especially on this 3rd down situation right here.
They've converted a couple through the air already, and they line up in an empty backfield. They have chance to win as their kicker, should they not make it. Ooh, and the pass is tipped over the middle, incomplete. Brilliant play by Garrison, number 44, and chance to win will be on for the potential 3-pointer.
And that's a good job making an adjustment for Arizona. You know that the last first down they got was McMichaels over the middle. So what they did, they put a robber type of situation over the middle, and Brown didn't see it, and that was almost an interception right there. But right here, they can settle for a 3 points, and that's a good way to start the game.
As chance to win's kick splits the sticks with 3:58, so they cap off the 62-yard drive with 3 points to take an early 3-0 lead. Vancouver here in Canada Field. 4.5-point underdogs at home, unusual for the Legion.
And like you said, Vancouver plays a lot better than what their numbers are saying. Arizona had to take that in mind this week when they were prepping, that you cannot take it easy regardless of the 3-7 record, or you will come in here and you will lose the ball game. So you have to play higher than what you exceeded to get this win.
Return up the middle of the field will be marked down at the 27-yard line. Good return there for Arizona. And that was Hank Earl Troll on the return. One of several free agent pickups by the Scorpions in the offseason. One of them, too, is Ernest McCray Sr. He got promotion to co-general manager, was announced earlier today by the Arizona ownership group. Congratulations to that guy. Jackson under center. Two wide receivers to the bottom side. They'll run the opposite way, but nothing doing. Big Bobo Cardell says, "You ain't going anywhere," and stuffs him for a loss of 1.
And Bobo Cardell right there, 6'7", 340 pounds, playing the end. It is mostly for containment of the run right there. You're going to have to run around them or to the opposite end, but you cannot go through that type of size.
Jones, 822 yards and 5 touchdowns coming in to lead the team as that pass is complete underneath the Punk, who turns it upfield for a first down gain.
And I love this type of play, roll to the side for your quarterback. Give Ashley Jackson all the time in the world. When she can roll out to the right, gives you a little bit more time to find that receiver that's heading to the sideline. That's a good play, especially when you have a brute defensive line like Vancouver has.
Jackson's been only sacked 17 times and is third in the league in QBR with 80.2 coming into this contest. Here's another again to Moses, and Moses, he doesn't find too many parting of the seas, only picks up 1 to set up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and that's going to that left side right here. There's going to be a little bit of trouble with the linebacker and then the big defensive end on there. So maybe I'm looking to run to the right side or try to do a trap play where you can kick out that defensive end.
They line up with 2 tight ends to the weak side of formation. Jackson will throw over the middle, almost intercepted down the middle, and a brilliant break on the ball by DJ Woods to set up 3rd and 9.
Very athletic play by DJ Woods, the outside linebacker. It's always good to have a linebacker that can go into coverage, that can guard the tight end, almost come down with the 2nd interception of the season, setting up a big 3rd down and 9 for Arizona.
Bunch to the bottom side of the formation for the Scorpions. Jackson fires, has a man open, first down. That is Hank Earl Troll holding that in, and the Scorpions move the chains.
Hank Earl Troll coming in at 6'6", 248 right there. Good job by the offensive line. They went with a speed pass rush, but the tackles, phenomenal. Tina Beggins, Patrick Kelly was able to kick out the defensive ends and gave Ashley Jackson time to set up and throw a strike over the middle for another completion. That's why she's sitting at 2nd in the league at that high completion percentage.
Just over 61% is Jackson. And that's a good carry up the middle for Jones. He picks up 3. That'll be 2nd and 7. Rush lanes have been hard for these running backs, Anthony.
Very tricky, these rush lanes, but you still have to commit to it because it is going to open up your pass. So you have to realize that you still got to get a few yardage so you can be able to pass the football.
Bismarck right in front of TJ Moses is 2nd. He gets the ball. Moses pops out the other side and almost picks up the first down. He'll be stopped 2 yards short of sticks. 3rd and 2 coming up for one of the offensive captains for Arizona.
And you're going to see a lot of Bismarck right in that fullback position, leading the way up the field. That's your traditional I formation type of power rush here. Like right now, you see 2 tight ends in the formation. You know it's going to be a run.
And Jones trying to make the spin, but he's stopped the yard short by Lopez. It'll be 4th and 1, a little bit short of the 30. And they will call on Cliff Allen, who has a 50-yard field goal in his repertoire. He's 20-21 for the season. This is from 48 yards away. Snap, spot, kick is on the way, and it is good. With 49 seconds to go here in the opening stanza after 9-play, 42-yard drive, we are all even at 3.
So you saw both teams settling for field goals. Both defenses calming down after a few big plays they gave up early in the drive to be able to contain them and hold them for field goals. This is the type of back and forth we're going to see the whole entire game, is defenses making adjustments per play to stop what they need to.
Kickoff down in the end zone by Nakai. And Eddie Gage, who's the head coach, is an army of scouts underneath him. Ernest McCrae, he's serving as athletic director at the moment. And a very deep front office staff as Pravano gets the ball, and the big fullback picks up about 9.5 yards on the dive there, Anthony.
Yeah, and oh, I love that play call, right? First down right here, just a fullback dive. Pravado is not your traditional fullback, has a lot of carries for the season, over 102 yards carries, and has big average yards, average 5 yards a pop, and you see why right there. You cannot arm tackle him.
Great power and strength as look at the car bounces off a defender that sticks and picks up the first down. What contact balance by Pseudo Nakai, who's 5'10 or so.
So we knew going into this game, Vancouver has a three-headed monster at the running game. It starts with Ike McBride, the bowling ball. She's bouncing off in every tackle. But you have Pseudo Nakai coming in 5'7", 240. And then you have Mateo Pravado that's also providing blocking and running.
End of the first quarter, we are all even at 3 apiece. You're watching the SFL here on YouTube. Colin Northup, Anthony Ellison here in the broadcast booth. Statisticians Robert Garrett Jr. and Steve Acker. Vancouver has the ball. They got a field goal on their first possession, and they are looking to take the first lead of the ball game. It's Brett Killian, the Moose, goes in motion. Number 12 resets to the top of your screen. Christian Brown back to throw over the middle. Dropped on the play. That is McMichaels. First drop of the game for him, second down.
So what we got to keep an eye out for is Brett Killian. You see, they're using him in the slot. They're trying to find a mismatch with him versus the 3 and 4 cornerback for Arizona.
Here's Brown back to throw. Sets, fires. Oh, what a one-handed catch by the Hall of Famer. There he is. Picks up 6 yards, but makes a nice fancy grab to set up a 3rd and 4 situation. Vancouver's been good on 3rd down so far.
Yep, there he goes in the slot once again to trying to find a mismatch. That time he was on a linebacker, and that's just an easy pitch and catch.
Under center, Pravado in front of Nakai in the offset eye, 3 wide. They'll sprint to the left side, throw back across the middle. It's intercepted on the play and returned to the 42-yard line. It's a big dog. Defensive captain Sean Moore picks it off, and the fans aren't happy.
No, and it's always dangerous throwing across your body, throwing the backside right there. It looks like just didn't see the linebacker underneath, but that's still a dangerous throw because you're surrounded by 3 people. Once again, a turnover can really shift the momentum, and let's see if Arizona can capitalize on it.
We'll start 1st and 10 on their Vancouver 42. Blitz comes over the middle. Completion good to Will Todd. His first catch of the day as Farnsey brings him down, but up before the chains are moved. And I think, Todd was injured on the play. As Farnsey brought him down, Todd must have tweaked something on the way down. Unfortunate turn of events for the Scorpions there, Anthony.
Yeah, let's hope he's okay. We'll keep an eye on that injury right there. But the call was great, recognizing the blitz. The hot route was him right over the middle, and he threw it right where the blitz came from.
Perfectly placed by the lady they call Madam Scorpion there. Jones up the middle will pick up 3 yards. Reed on the tackle. And Arizona, they played a really good ball game so far, Anthony. Looking to turn this into 7 points, not 3.
Yeah, you definitely want to turn 7-3. This is off of a turnover, so you want to at least score something, but you want to capitalize on it because it's hard to get turnovers in the game. So you definitely want to capitalize.
Here's the give to Moses. Spins it, and they're going to give him forward progress first down. What a brilliant play there as Hamilton tried to bring him down before the sticks, but ultimately could not.
And great job by the tackle tight end combination on the outside right there. Looks like that was Patrick Kelly, tight end. Will Todd was able to hold the blocks to get to the outside.
Jackson on the sprint out, throws backside. Ooh, Punk almost came down with the ball, but alas, it separates from his hands. Second down.
And if you cannot intercept the ball, that's the second best thing you can do. Knock it down right there, realizing that if Will Todd would have caught that ball, that would have been a touchdown or around the 1 yard line.
It's a split back formation. Jackson, short drop over the middle, slant, caught. It's Donnie hands, and it'll be first and goal. No, that's Montana. Pardon. 11 and 8. Look very similar in his wickedly cool jersey font Arizona has going. Anthony, just a beautiful play.
Yeah, Jackson, she put zip on that pass right there, because that's a tough throw to throw a slant over the middle when the linebacker's lurking right there, but just found a tiny window, was able to get it in. First and goal. This is when you're going to start to see, the Hogs do their work up front on the offensive line.
Here's Jones up the middle, gains about 2. Tackle made by Farnsey. He's been busy player today.
So
that already is his 4th tackle.
Red zones are really tough. Not that much yardage. The defense has the advantage here, so you got to make sure you can do something that can secure the touchdown.
They go to the ground game again, this time with Jones, but he stopped for a short loss behind the line as the Legion converge to set up a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal situation here. I'm looking to try to pass the ball, maybe a little out route with the tight end. They're setting up to protect the run. You see 9 people in the box right now, 8 people in the box for Vancouver. They want the run to happen.
Tight end in motion, that's Grabowski. Jackson to throw, Jackson to the flat, I think that's Bismarck right, and he stopped at the line of scrimmage almost immediately by Ron Hoff, making the tackle near the line, and it'll be 4th and goal.
Yeah, coming from the cornerback position, was in a cover 2 defense, passed off the receiver and played the flats perfectly to stop a potential touchdown here. Yes, you don't want to do turnovers here, but at least you held them to a field goal than a touchdown.
Field goal splits the sticks. And they score points off the turnover, but it's 3 instead of 7. So a 3-point lead for Arizona, 6-3 on a score. Arizona 9-2 on the season. This will be their season finale. They have a bye next week as Nakai downs this in the end zone. Pseudo, that is. Ball comes out to the 21st and 10. Christian Brown under center. Threw an interception on their last drive. We'll have to be more careful here. He starts off with a draw play up the middle to one of his tailbacks who got caught up in a wash behind his lineman. David Tilley makes the tackle. Only a pickup of 2.
And the biggest thing for Vancouver, their identity is to run the football. They are 9th in the league with over 1,300 yards rushing. It's the run game that sets up the pass, and you definitely want to get them in motion.
They go to Privado. He picks up about 2 more. Nathaniel Diggs using every ounce of his big self to bring down the even bigger fullback to set up a 3rd and 6. Brown will most likely look to pass here. Remember, his last pass attempt ended in the arms of the other team. He's back to throw, now runs out of the pocket, throws backside, and a man open for a first down. That is McMichaels again for the Legion.
And we've been calling his name quite a bit right here. This time, just sat right in the zone. and just gave a target for Christian Brown right there. Good job converting it on third down because it's really tough right here. Arizona is second against the run here, so you got to get something going, and that's a good pass and a good first down.
They go 3 wide receivers out of the I formation. McBride, the deep back. They're going to throw again. Brown over the middle, and that is going to be caught by Lili Nakai for a pickup of 4 as we approach under 5 to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 6.
Yeah, they've been double teaming Brett Killian, but we've been seeing a lot of Lili Nakai and Steven Michaels. That's how you want to spread it out here. Good pass on first down.
Play action out of 2 tight ends, and he nearly threw his second pick at Brown. Rain Rie swats it out of the sky to set up 3rd and 6.
Threw it right in that zone coverage right there, pressing the receiver, kind of like moved the route off just a little bit and ran the route for her, and it almost was an interception.
Lockett, the man in motion number 10, as they go at 5 wide receivers. Nobody behind Brown. 4 men across the front for Arizona. Christian Brown down the middle, catch made by Lockett. He has it for the first down, and the team's second leading wide receiver has his first catch.
I'm not a fan of that defense right there. They were at least 7 yards off, playing man coverage right there, trying to watch for the first down. And that was a 7-yard slant. They needed about 8 yards, 7-yard slant, and was able to get that extra yard for the first down. So great play call right there. Good first down.
Let's see how they carry this forward as the bunch now goes up to the top. McBride is the deep back behind Christian Brown. Brown turns, gives to McBride. She has running room. Nice stiff arm by McBride. Still staying in bounds before Albert Begin knocks her out. But it'll be 1st and 10, and Coach Hamilton, he's loving it.
Look, Arizona, please be worried because Ike McBride, she is the queen of stiff arm. If you're trying to arm tackle her, please go back to the sideline and say, hey, we need to make sure we wrap up, take her to the ground. If not, that will be a long day for you because that's what she does. She is the queen of stiff arming. She will throw your defenders a couple yards and keep on moving.
Pseudo Nakai the back now. Here's the swing out to the fullback Bravado. Look out, and the big man picks up 6 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 4.
The long loss pass play, the swing route out of the backfield, it just, you gotta defend that too. And they're moving right there. They got a lot of motion going back to the run game right here. It's a light box for Arizona, so there's some holes right there. You can get some rushing yards.
They got 3 tight ends on the field. Offset eye. Here's to give up the middle to McBride, who is lined up as the fullback to set up a 3rd and 1 situation. And while we have a little bit of lull in the action, the SFL convention is headed to Baltimore for the 2025 convention, kicking off the league's 25th anniversary season, July 10th through the 14th. Join SFL Nation at the rooftop pool of our host hotel, the Hyatt Agency. Looking out into Baltimore Inner Harbor, you can revel in the league's first convention in the East Coast. You can reserve your room now at the special group rate at simfl.net. As Pseudo Nakai nearly, he did score a touchdown as I was doing a little housekeeping business there, Anthony. What a run!
Look, Nakai was like, look, I know you got to read this ad thing, but I got to go into the end zone, so I don't have time for that. That run play, we've been seeing it all drive long, up the middle. Arizona had a small box, only had 4 down linemen and 2 linebackers spread out. The middle was wide open for Nakai right there. That's what Arizona needs to worry about. These running backs are getting their legs moving right there, and we just saw it. That's the way to bully ball down the field to get 7 points.
10 plays, 79 yards, and Pseudo Nakai punches it in for the score on the little fullback dive play. Chance to win's kickoff will be down in the end zone. Ball comes out to the 20-yard line. Scorpions down by 4, 2:55 to go in the first half.
So now it's time for Arizona to respond. Look, I know they're sitting first in the division, but Vancouver wants to just ruffle the feathers a little bit and get them the 3rd loss. So Arizona cannot settle here. Vancouver will come after you. Just get those high percentage passes going.
1st and 10 from 20. Jackson under center, turns, and will end it off to Jones, and Jones will pick up 5, his best carry in a while. He is now up to 12 carries for 24 yards as we approach this 2nd and 5.
I would like to see more Jones here. He had ran for a 55-yarder this year, which is the longest in SFL this season. He can break one.
Moses, the second, is back in there. He gets the ball, and Moses, ooh, he almost got the first down. He'll be stopped a yard short as the clock continues to tick down to the 2-minute warning. Let's see if the Scorpions can get off this play before. That's a possibility as you take a look at the team stats so far. Legion winning in most categories, but Arizona, a solid, respectable showing as they pick up the first down on 3rd down. There goes that Jones boy again for the first down.
Yep, and you want to run behind your guard and center. Gene Bonezzi, 4-time All-Star. Charles Michaels. Those are your people that's going to give you those rushing yards, and they ran right behind it. And then the fullback, Bismarck Wright, went up the middle and blocked the linebacker. Beautiful running.
He only has 1 catch in the ball game so far, no carries, but his block was critical on that play. Jones on the pitch, he loses a yard. Tackle made once again by Ron Huff. We've called his name a lot today.
Yeah, coming from the defensive back position, playing the lane, first in the league in pass deflections, but also can lay the tackle right there. Just a nice, complete cornerback to have.
To give up the middle, Moses gains the yard back as Caudell makes another tackle. It sets up 3rd and 10. Arizona appears to be in no rush. They have not called a timeout yet, although they have all 3 at their disposal. You see Jackson lines up. Bunch formation to the bottom. Nickel defense for the Legion. They spread out their line. Jackson sprints out to the right side, throws back middle. Catch made over the midfield stripe. And good for the first down is Donnie Hands. Timeout called by Arizona.
And that right there, they're padding in play. You just run out to the right, give Jackson more time to throw the football and deliver a strike. Keep the drive going. Now we got to keep eye on the clock.
Ball marked around the Legion 48-yard line. Jackson to throw again. Ooh, just a little too long for Montana. And the clock stops with 1:01 to go.
So it's kind of not a bad thing. The clock stop here. Just a little bit over a minute to play. Let's see how aggressive it can be to get close to the field goal range.
2 receivers to the bottom. Out of the eye, Jackson swings the other way to the back end of the backfield. Nobody covered Jones. And he gains a bunch of yards on 2nd and 10. Timeout number 2 used by Arizona.
Really nice play out of the backfield. They're looking like they need about maybe 7 to 10 more yards to get in the Cliff Allen range. Long this season is 50 yards. So Cliff definitely has the range to kick it, but you want to just get him a little bit inside the 50. So about 10 more yards, be safe.
Jackson on 3rd and 2 will throw again. Down the middle, catch made. Past the 30, tackle at the 25, and Arizona calls their final timeout.
So now you got to look at it. So you're in field goal range here, but you have time to take shots over the middle. You just have to hurry up to the line or throw it out towards the out of bounds line because you don't want to, you got to be clock management and be aware.
2 receivers to the top, offset eye. Now they'll motion one of them to the bottom. That is Punk. Play clock at 5. They get it away. Jackson throws. It's intercepted. Intercepted by Mark Lopez. Out of all of the things you could have done as an offense, you certainly didn't want to do that.
That wasn't on my plan for the 1 minute warning. Is to throw a pick. You can't do that. You have at least a field goal, and that's okay to have, but you don't want to throw into coverage right there. They're playing to that zone. They want to try to get a turnover, and that's exactly what Vancouver did right there. You don't see a lot of mistakes often from Ashley Jackson, but that's one right there that she definitely wants back.
And for Lopez, that is his third interception of the year, and now puts it tied with Emmanuel Blackman for the team lead. And Jackson, that's only her 11th interception of the year. Still keeps her touchdown to interception ratio positive, but it's one notch lower than it was coming into the game.
Yeah, that's just tough right there. Vancouver is definitely going to be happy going into the locker room with the lead.
Nakai up the middle. He gets yardage to set up 3rd and 3, and the Legion will be up by 4 as we officially have played half of football here at Canada Field. Legion out in front, 10-6 our score. And Anthony Ellison, I'm curious your thoughts on this first half.
This is playing like we expected division rivals will play. It's a grind type of football right there. Arizona needs to wake up here because Vancouver is going to do what they're doing right now. They're going to run the football effectively and play good defense. They don't give up a lot of passing yards here. Great job by Vancouver to capitalize on the turnovers here. They ran the football for the lone touchdown of the game right here, and that was just because they ran up the middle and exposed a little bit of the weakness for Arizona's defensive line. But like I said, this is still a ball game. It's only a 4-point game. We got a lot to see.
Shooter Nakai, the key player there, scored the lone touchdown for either side. Now, let us take a halftime break presented by Brakes GPT.
We just pulled a full-size Taylor Swift helmet. Shout out to all our Swifties. Travis Kelce. This is a Giants Lawrence Taylor.
Patrick Mahomes.
Chad Johnson with the Ocho Cinco.
We have a Drew Brees.
Is that an O.J. Simpson jersey?
It's an Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my goodness.
Tom Brady! Tom Brady!
Break into the world of sports memorabilia collecting with Brakes GPT, featuring signed football jerseys, helmets, photos, and more. Brakes GPT offers you a shot at winning autographed and authenticated sports memorabilia at a fraction of the price. Join the community collectors on the Brakes GPT Facebook page and lock in your shot at hitting a humongous headliner on our site, brakesgpt.com. Anthony Ellison, as the Legion get the ball here to start the second half. What do you expect from them?
I expect the same as what I saw in the first half. Right now, you're in control, running the football and getting those high passes like that right there. Keep them on your side.
Ricardo Lockett hauls in his second reception as the Legion, they've had a couple of very close losses, including during this win streak of one loss in particular by single digits. That was a 2-point loss to Minnesota Legend, 21-19, and then they lost 13-7 to the Florida Storm just this last week. And a 4-game losing streak as Nakai picks up 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7. Arizona's won 2 in a row.
And the thing is, when Vancouver is at their best is when they have a stout rushing attack to set up their passing to BK and the rest of the team.
Here's McBride on the carry. She gets stopped after a gain of a couple by Garrison. How many times have we called his name today? And just like that, Anthony, it's 3rd and 6.
And like I said, when the last win they got against Houston, they ran the ball for over 200 yards, and it set up the good passing that had Christian Bounce with 3 touchdowns. So you see what it is. Great running sets up good passing. So I'm expecting a over-the-middle pass from their tight end.
Here's Brown. Has all day. Finally wings it down the field, but too far over the head of everybody. And it'll be 4th and 6.
Great job, Arizona, recognizing what they wanted to do. That's the type of stop you wanted when you came out of the halftime. Now let's see how can you respond.
Chance to win. He also does the putting. He boots it away. Fair catch called and made at the 12-yard line by Donnie Hands. And that's where Arizona will take off. I wonder what adjustments were made in the locker room by the coaching staff at halftime. We shall see. As they come out with two tight ends in the formation. Offset single back to the right-hand side is Jones. Jones gets the ball and picks up 3 yards on the play.
Well, some of the adjustments that I want to see for Arizona is getting your running backs involved. Moses and Jones only have under 60 yards rushing combined off of 19 attempts. You want to see that double the yardage and probably double the attempts right there to get them going.
There you go. To Moses again. He stepped to the line for no gain. And in a flash, it's 3rd and 7. Farnsey makes yet another solo tackle.
But as we want Arizona to run the ball, Vancouver is doing a great job. Their defensive linemen up front is controlling the line of scrimmage against Arizona.
Jackson on the sprint out. Sets, throws backside. Man open for the first down. That is Hank Earl Troll hauls it in, and the Scorpions move the chains.
And that's their bread and butter. Every time they need a first down, they're going to the rollout, and they're letting a double slant go across the middle and find one open. That's the thing that's really tough about a slant that turns into a drag route, because they're going to get open. You just need time. So that's why they sprint out with Jackson to give her more time to find that receiver.
I formation 3 wide. Defensive line made adjustments here. They run the other way, but Achilles Papatonis, the man they call the Greek Nightmare, makes a stop after pick up a 2, 2nd and 8.
But I know it's going to be tough for Jackson to get more completed passes. If they cannot get the ball, running the ball effectively, if they're having trouble with that, then it's going to affect their passing.
Man in motion. Cross formation. Now he resets near the slot receiver, and Jones ran right into the blitz. Emmanuel Blackman says, "You're not going anywhere." And just like that, it's 3rd and 10.
I love that play call. You send pressure at the right time. It's really calculated blitzes right there. And now you're pushing them back. 3rd and 10. You can back the line off. That's what they're doing right now. They're backing up to the first down marker. You give them anything underneath, just not past that first down marker.
Jackson throws. It's past the marker, and the ball is out of the receiver's hands. Lopez, who had the interception, made a brilliant break on the ball, and TJ Punk is frustrated.
And once again, you can't get the interception. You make sure you break up the pass, and that's exactly what happened right there. It's like they almost invited Arizona to run that post route, because they were going to come up and lay a great tackle, and that's exactly what they did to cause Arizona to punt the ball.
As the punt is away, Nakai fields and returns up to the 36. And for the first time this evening, let's go to Karen Irvine in the studio.
Thanks, Colin. A pair of 6-win teams in action tonight, fighting for a playoff spot. Carolina at Lexington. Riley Quintero with the 5-yard touchdown run here puts Carolina up 14-10. They are up 14-13 with 4 minutes to go in the third. A tight one in Lexington. Back to you.
Ooh, a very exciting game down in the Bluegrass State as the Miners are fighting with the Skyhawks for playoff positioning. McBride on the carry, breaks a tackle. Almost broke the second one, but gains 4 yards to her credit. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now, Colin, I want you to pay attention. The last time I called a Vancouver game, it's the second half. It's the Lions, Greg Wannell, Leo Chan, Ryan Caudell, and Brunter. Watch them get stronger and start pushing Arizona back. You're going to start seeing the running backs in Vancouver. They're going to get those nasty extra yardage. They're going to fall forward on the tackle. They get stronger when they have a lead.
3 down lineman for Arizona. Fourth linebacker looking to blitz his digs. They bring extra people besides that, but Suna Nakai says, I do not care, as he runs down the sideline untouched until he steps out of bounds, well past the sticks for a first down. And the little man shows up the Jets there on the toss play.
But did you see who made the key block on the outside? Nick Lockett. Probably one of the smallest on the field at 6'1", 180, but it doesn't
Arizona
matter.
is challenging. They think Nakai stepped out of bounds well before the refs say he did, so let's take a retroactive look at the play. Get your SFL console on the go at GoRetroid.com.
All right, let's take a look at it again. Once again, it's still a good block by Nick Lockett on the outside right here. We're seeing, yep, he did step out about 10, it looks like 10 yards, 11 yards afterwards. So, yeah, that's going to come back, but it's still a good run for a first down.
It's still going to count, but Arizona, Eddie Gage, the folks upstairs in the press box must have said something to him because he won that challenge relatively easily, and Andy Hamilton is not happy because that went a long ways. As we take a look at the stats, it's within 3 yards of each other, and first downs pretty even, yards per play pretty even. 175 to 163. Vancouver winning the total yardage battle. Blitz up the edge, it's sack time. Christian Brown sacked from behind by guess who? Alex Constantine, number 64, and he ransacked the pocket to add another sack to his total.
Colin, that's one of those lookout sacks, is when you're the offensive lineman and you see them pass you and you just yell at the quarterback saying, look out, because that's a blindside hit. That could have been bad. That could have been a fumble. Could have been worse right there.
Lost a 6 on the play. Brown gets some of it back over the middle of Killian. In fact, to the original line of scrimmage in a flash, just like that, pick up a 6.
3rd and 10 here. Arizona got some momentum right there. Called up a key blitz 2 plays ago right here. Now you're sitting at 3rd and 10. You want to keep an eye over the middle.
And go to the outside, it's intercepted. Returning up the field and spinning ahead is number 37, that is Ernest McRae Sr. And the Legion fans aren't happy once again as their ball club suffers misfortune on the field.
And the Arizona defense is doing their job right there. 2nd interception, 2nd turnover. Now the offense needs to come up there and get amped. Tell them, like, hey, our defense has our back. Let's have their back here, and let's get some points on the board, more than a field goal.
2 tight ends either side, single back behind Jackson. One receiver each side. They tried to run a screen. It was set up pretty well, but ultimately the pass just out of the reach of Jones.
I really like that play call there because we have not seen a screen from nobody the whole day today. And that would have went for a while right there. Just a few inches off right there. But that's a good play to come out with after you got the turnover.
2nd and 10, 2 receivers to the bottom out of the I formation. Jackson again to throw. Clean pocket down the middle of the field. Catch made by TJ Punk. I haven't called his name in a while, but number 88 is excited about that reception as it moves the chains for the Scorpions.
You gotta love it when your receivers are ready to take a hit right there. Beautiful throw by Jackson in between 2 defenders there. And I love how the receivers know that they're going to take a hit, and Punk is ready for it.
Single back behind Jackson. Here's to get to Moses. Moses falling forward past the 40. They're going to call it a pickup of 5 yards as he moves the tackler with him.
And this is a good sign for Arizona right here. They're moving the ball effectively. But as we've seen with the other scores, they get handcuffed when they get into the red zone. Let's see if they can punch it in. Let's see. They're doing good right now.
Here's to give to Jones. He doesn't gain anything as far as he makes another hit to set up a 3rd and 5. How many likes do we have on the video so far? Well, whatever it is not enough. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you got notifications on so you won't miss a minute of SFL or SFL in action and help the channel grow through your support. Arizona looking at a 3rd and 5, trying to capitalize off a Legion turnover. 3 wide, 2 to the bottom now. Jackson on the roll. Throws backside. Donnie hands with the catch at the 20-yard line. That's good enough for first.
Yep, there it is again. It's that sprint out to one side and just wait for the receiver to drag across the field. They were trying to get there. 77 was trying to get to Jackson, but just it wasn't enough time right there. What a way to throw the ball into triple coverage. But the fact is, that's their money play. Vancouver needs to pick that up and keep an eye on that backside receiver.
Offset I formation. 2 receivers to the top of your screen. Loaded defensive line for the Legion. The throw is knocked down. Montana added in his hands, but Emmanuel Blackman with the stick on the receiver to force the incompletion.
But when they do, both teams have been doing a good job not creating pass interference and just hitting the receiver right when they get the ball and jarring it loose. So that's another good play right there.
2nd and 10, 3 wide receivers. Montana in the slot to the bottom of your screen. Jackson to throw again. Down the middle, catch made by Punk on the post, and he gets it 1st and goal down to the 5.
Ooh, one way to go up and get that ball. Good job on that throw by Jackson. It looks like threw it over the linebacker, and right there, Punk just snagged it out of the air. What a catch right there for another 1st down right here.
And Punk, that's his 3rd grab on 5 targets today. As the 1st and goal out of the I formation, 2 tight ends on the wing side. Jackson to throw. Will swing it out of the backfield to Moses, and he gains maybe guard as Hamilton brings him down.
Now, we saw this in the last 2 possessions when they scored. They have trouble punching it in from the goal line. It's tough because you have less yardage to work with. Look, Vancouver is sitting there right now with 9 in the box. You've got to look outside.
And they go run. And it's stopped near the line, 3rd and goal. And I feel like we've seen this movie before, Anthony.
Yeah, and Arizona has all the trust in their offensive line. When you have over 9 selections to the All-Star on your team, on the offensive line, you think you can do it. But you got to recognize, look at Vancouver. The box is stacked.
Here's Jones. He dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. And just like that, they take the lead as the offensive line opened up a hole and blew the blue shirts back into the end zone.
Look, that was a combination of Tina Begins, the tight ends. Looks like I saw Todd and Gronkowski over there. The receivers did a phenomenal. That was a team blocking group to get into the end zone. That was key because the last 2 times they only settled for a field goal. To get a touchdown late in this game right here, now Arizona, who already has 2 turnovers, can come back out with the confidence on defense.
And just like that, it's a 13-10 ball game with under a minute to go here in the 3rd. Allen's kickoff is going to be through the back of the end zone, short of goalposts. Vancouver will have it 1st and 10 on their own 20. Your time is now to get your voice on the call. We're looking for passionate SFL participants to join our broadcast team for the continuation of SFLM Season 9 kicking off October 30th. Visit simfl.net/broadcasting for more details on how you can get involved and be one of the biggest difference makers in the future of SFL action. Anthony, I know you have a soft spot in your heart for SFLM because that's where you cut your teeth.
Absolutely. That's where you see the rising stars of the SFL come from right here and from the broadcast booth. So definitely it is well worth to come check it out. Try it out. It's fantastic.
2nd and 9, only a 1-yard gain on the previous rush as Brown throws. It was behind Killian, but he still went down to his shoe tops to grab the ball off the turf. What an athletic reception.
Are we surprised from the Hall of Famer? I'm not. That there is a catch that only Brett and a few others can do. And what a throw and what a trust in the throw. And Brett would come down with a phenomenal catch.
That'll most likely be the last play of the third quarter. Put your numbers in chats, folks. 93, 68, 12, and 4. We played 3. Arizona leads by 3, 13-10.
The Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
The beautiful dulcet tones of the assistant broadcast director, Chris Curtis. Thank you for reading. All right, sir. Brown turns, gives to Nakai up the middle. She got stuck. I think that was Gray Jam, but she still managed to squeeze 2 yards out of it. Sean Moore on the tackle. He has the 1 interception off of Brown. Happened early in the ball game. Colin Northup, Anthony Ellison here in the booth with you. Our statisticians, Robert Garrett Jr. and Stephen Acker. Brown down the middle. Ooh, and the pass is bobbled and incomplete. Killian, who's 6'5" with the rare drop.
Yeah, very rare drop that could have converted into a turnover right there. They got really lucky. That was a good throw. That just, sometimes it's tough to try to catch it over the middle with everything happening.
Because you have a lot of stuff to think about if you're a receiver. I got to secure the ball. Now I got to watch the defender. As that pass is short for Lockett on 3rd and 8. Would have been enough for the first, just a little bit too low for Lockett to pick off the turf.
And that was just a short arm pass by Christian Brown right there. Unfortunate stop to the drive. Now Arizona's in the driver's seat.
Chance to win. Gets another ball away. This is going to be pretty good hang time. Fielded via fair catch at the 29-23 to go. It's been a fun one here, folks. Arizona, second best record in the league, behind Canton. 9-2. Head-to-head loss is the difference. That's why Canton was number 1, Arizona number 2 in the playoff graphic you saw on the Matt Wilson kickoff show by Mike and Gerald. Always entertaining stuff. As Jackson turns, fires. Ooh, Punk dropped the ball because guess who? Ron Hoff put a lick on him to separate him.
Been an island over there and just defending everything. Right here, Arizona should be looking at running the ball. You want to choose some clock because Vancouver is still in it. This is only a 3-point game.
2nd and 10, Jackson. Quick drop. Oh, down he goes. Down she goes. Sack time. Hamilton lined up near the line of scrimmage, came screaming around the short corner and make a big sack on the play to set up a 3rd and 14.
Nobody had pointed out 23 coming out of the strong safety for the blitz right there. Hit behind the defensive line, and the offensive line did not make the adjustment to block Hamilton right there.
And Jackson, that's the first time she's been sacked in this ball game. Constantine had a sack earlier as the throw is caught, but hands will be a yard short of first down as Ron Hoff tackled him just short.
Wow, can we talk about some of these great catches that we're seeing? That was a great jam by Hoff right there because it altered the route, but still able to have the concentration to catch the ball right there just short of the 4th down. That's a good stop from Vancouver.
And they're on for the punt. And the return by Nakai up the middle of the field, and for the 2nd time this evening, let's go to Cameron Irvine in the studio with the game break.
Thank you, Colin. An absolutely wild stat here. Carolina has 336 total yards of offense, 19 first downs, but 5 turnovers and 2 pick sixes, and that puts Lexington ahead 20-14 with 7 minutes to go. Back to you in Vancouver.
Oh no, pick sixes are backbreaking at any time, but anytime a pick six gives the other team a lead, it must be aggravating. As the draw play at the middle this time doesn't work for McBride, she loses 3 2nd and 13.
Yeah, regardless of how much offense you have, it's all about the timely defensive stops here. This is why Arizona's in the league. Getting 2 turnovers and converting them for points, it's not all about the high-power offenses. You can play defense.
Brown, quick drop, now fades back more. Ooh, looking for Nakai over the middle, but it was heavy traffic. And in a flash, it's 3rd and 13.
Yeah, and you have to be careful. Arizona is making the adjustments. Good job by the defensive coordinator for Arizona, recognizing that they like the routes over the middle, so we're going to put some more people in that zone here. Looks like they're spread out.
5 wide, Brown again has time. Backside, it's picked off. Ernest McRae Sr. has it.
What did I say about throwing backside? It's dangerous. It's doing well for Arizona, but it's not doing well for Vancouver right there. And they know it. And McRae was able to just undercut the route. Another turnover. That's what we're seeing. It doesn't matter how high power your offense is. When you get these turnovers, they hurt. Now Arizona, good field position. Why not run the football?
That's the 3rd interception as a team today. McRae Sr. with 2 personally. As Jones gets the handoff, makes a quick juke and picks up 2 yards. As you take a look at the yardage, and it is very much in the favor of the Scorpions everywhere except the rushing department.
And they've been getting it done with their defense here, but now you got to rely on the offensive line here to take you home.
And they're going to give it again. That is Bismarck Wright, his first carry, but Achilles Papadona says no. Sit down. Setting up a 3rd and 8.
And look, Vancouver, recognize what we can see here. We can see a rollout, sprint out to Jackson, looking for that backside drag route.
And they're going to roll it, throw it same side. Barnesy got his hand on it. He defended that play better that time as the linebacker was right there to get his big paw in the middle. And ultimately, thanks to the defense, the turnover does no damage.
That's called recognizing what they like to do right there. There's your rollout. Backside receiver doing the drag route, but that time they had a linebacker there ready. I love it. Knock the ball down if you can't intercept it.
Punt away. Nakai up over to 20. Spins to the inside. 25. They'll mark him down at the 28.
All right, so Vancouver coming out. You got some time here. You don't really need to pass the ball because a field goal ties it, a touchdown takes the lead. You have fantastic running backs that can take you, that can kill the clock. You have not used them that much today. Only a total of close to 70 yards rushing as a team when they're normally over the 100-yard mark. Let them take you home. Let them get you that lead.
Only 19 carries combined before this one to McBride. She'll only pick up 1 yard as Albert Begin makes the stop. 2nd and 9.
We knew this was going to be tough. Both teams top 10 against the rush right here. And you're seeing it today, Colin.
Yeah, it's a definite strength on strength as far as the defenses are concerned versus the offenses. And so far, the defense and the rush attacks are winning as Christian Brown back to throw again. One-handed catch. Lock it down the field to the 40-yard line. And I think that right there, Anthony, is going to be the nice hands catch of the game. Brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid NL in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it. SFL 4K23.
I love that route. That was a bunch formation, and then somebody did a wheel. They were in man coverage. That's the ideal what you want. Man coverage, bunch formation, and was able to take it for a long pass.
As Brown is throwing again. He's got Killian on the curl, and he turns the field to gain 9 yards, they'll say, after the catch. And that last play by Lockett is further proof of what my father tells me all the time, that the wheel route is virtually indefensible.
It's really tough, especially when you get in the right personnel right there. But right there, that hitch route, that 8-yard, 9-yard hitch route was perfect. You saw the cornerback backed up too far enough. Give what the defense is going to give you.
Here's Bravado, first carrying away on the big guy, running over people and carrying people to the 20-yard line. Mateo Bravado explodes out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was, I felt bad for that safety. That safety called for help, and nobody came, and which got hit by a truck. That's what happens. And then
Albert Beginning ran over, and Rainria had to bring him down all by himself as we approach under 5 minutes to go in the ball game. It's going to be a drop play at the middle. Nakai has all kinds of room, picks up 8 yards. Tackle just short of the 10.
This is why Vancouver's never out of it. They have a brute running back in the backfield right there. McBride, Bravado. They're going to drag defenders here. Arizona got to put some more beef in the middle, add more people in the box. And you know right now they want to run it.
3 tight ends on the field. Offset eye, 2nd and 2. They're letting the play clock run down inside at 10. Here's to get to McBride. She's trying to carry people over the first down marker, but she stopped the yard short, led by Nathaniel Diggs.
You know how scary that was? Because McBride was not going down. You had to have 2 more defenders to jumper her to not get the first down. This is key, 3rd and 1. They're running the ball. I would not try to pass it. That offensive line
formation. Bravado in front of the man dotting the I. They get to Bravado, the fullback, and he runs over people for extra measure to set up a 1st and goal.
Look, I know that defender's dizzy because that defender got ran over and turned the other way after he got hit. Whew.
Man, there is some pad popping going on down there as the ball now rests inside the 5, and this has been a bit of a troublesome area for Vancouver early in the ball game. Let's see what they do here. Here is the backup. The 29 gets the carry, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hard hitting football we're seeing here. I'm not changing if I'm Vancouver. I'm running it with every running back, the backup running backs, the backup linemen. It does not matter. Let them take you home.
Here's Nakai on the draw up the middle, and she's in, touchdown. She did not want to go down, and the Legion scored to go up by 3, pending the extra point.
It's only a 3-yard run, what you see in the stat sheet, but that's the most impressive 3-yard run I've ever seen. It's called not giving up on the play. Broke 3 tackles on the way to the end zone to take the lead, and that's what I'm talking about. She gets stronger as the game goes on. The offensive line gets stronger, and we saw right there, straight up just smash mouth football on that drive.
And for Ike McBride, that is her. Only her 2nd rushing touchdown of the year, 9 plays, 73 yards. The scoring drive. 17-13 our score as a result. As chance to win kicks it off.
Let's see how Arizona responds.
And the kickoff goes whizzing down the field and down in the end zone by Hank Earl-Troll for a touchback. And let's go back to Karen Irvine for a 3rd time tonight.
Watch this, Colin. Lexington had all 3 timeouts. A 4th and 10 down 1. They run a fake, and they get it. Lexington's drive continues inside a minute. Back to you.
Oh, my goodness. They got
Wow.
all sorts of hijinks going on in Lexington, Kentucky. And meanwhile, this game features an handoff for the 2nd time to Bismarck Wright. He picks up 4 yards. Or 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Colin, this is the time that you want to have picture-in-picture, have a second monitor to have both of these games up. They're coming down to the wire, both games, and this is what we love to see to start out the week.
And both games are meaningful. for all the teams playing in this game, not just Arizona in particular, but Vancouver, I think, wants to snap this losing spell they've been on, as this is a 3rd and 2 situation now for Arizona. Most likely the last play before the 2-minute warning, based on the differential between the game clock and the play clock. Jackson will send a man in motion to the other side of the formation in front of Jones. Jones gets the ball. Oh, we got stuck behind Bismarck right. And Marquise Reed says, I will clean that up. Thank you very much.
Oh my goodness. That's not what you want to see.
Oh my goodness, we've reached 2 minutes to go in this ball game. You're watching the SFL on YouTube. And no surprise here, Anthony, Arizona's lining out to go for it, down by 4, even though they're at their own 25-yard line. They need to get to the 30-yard line or beyond to continue to drive. It'll be a throw. Jackson over the middle. It's got Yale Montana. Holds it in for his 2nd catch of the ball game, as Jackson crosses the 200-yard mark.
Arizona needs to pay attention to the clock because the field goal does not tie it. They have to score.
Jackson, quick drop, slant over the middle, catch made. It's going to be an 8-yard gain. Montana again on the reception. 2nd and 2. Clock running.
Yep, Vancouver, you give them all the tiny slant routes right there. That's fine.
2 tight ends on the field. Offset single back behind Jackson. She takes her time, turns, gives. Ooh, that didn't work out for Arizona at all. And now they have to burn one of their 3 timeouts. They're down to 2.
Ooh, this is coming down to the wire right here. Got to watch the clock. You can't be doing these smaller routes right here. You got to throw something down the field.
They go 3 wide receivers. That was a small loss of a yard or 2 at best on the play, but time is more important than yardage. Jackson slant over the middle. Montana again to the 40. And they'll continue to let the clock wind, even though they have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. They're being a little too lackadaisical in my view, Anthony.
Stop that celebration. You got to get up to the... You still need 41 yards to get a touchdown here. You're under a minute. Things get a little bit wonky when you get underneath a minute, so you really want to clock manage.
Throw is caught. That's going to be a 7-yard pickup by Punk, and they earn their 2nd timeout.
I will be mindful of throwing a lot of those slant routes. I know Vancouver is sitting on one of them to end the game here. So Jackson, she has to be aware of that and look for something else.
High formation, 2 receivers to the bottom. Jackson throws down the field, and a great break on the ball made by Emmanuel Blackman. Just got a note from Cameron Irvine. The final score of that Lexington-Carolina game, Lexington 23, Carolina 21. Lexington wins it on a 43-yard field goal to beat the Skyhawks by 2. That's huge for the Miners.
Phenomenal game.
3rd and 3 with 42 seconds up. Jackson throws. It's nearly intercepted and knocked away, and it's 4th and 3.
That was a bait defense because that was a cover 2 defense, and they baited that throw to try to end the game with an interception right there. 4th and 3. They're going for it, obviously. If I'm Vancouver, I'm sitting the middle. I'm watching those slant routes because that's all they've been throwing this drive alone. Try to end the game. Jackson, you can use your legs as well.
They roll out. They're going to throw same side, but Emmanuel Blackman says, I got the ball. He returns it up to the 32, where he stopped there, and Madam Scorpion tried one last roll of the dice and came up with snake eyes.
It's a cover 2 once again. Play underneath, knowing that you got safety in your back right there, so you can play the ball. We saw that he almost got an interception the play before, but what a way to shut it down. And this is a upset, a plain old upset right here. But Vancouver did it. They did it because they got stronger on the offensive line late in the game to run the football and good defense.
It'll be 1-0 down here. Arizona will use their last timeout, and while we have a bit of a pause in the action, week 13 continues Sunday with a pair of teams just on the outside looking in the 5-5 Louisiana Revolution and the 4-6 Houston Headhunters at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, plus Albuquerque, Bossier City, Canton, Queen City, Los Angeles, and Pittsburgh. You can catch all the action right here on SFL YouTube as the final kneel down will commence. Christian Brown will send the Legion fans all happy in what is the second to last home game of the year. And for Arizona, they will finish the regular season 9-3, and they're on a bye next week. And the Legion will be hosting on their home finale the Denver Nightwings. No, they will travel to the Mountain City. My apologies. Vancouver wins the home finale 17-13. Anthony Ellison, your thoughts?
This was a traditional trap game for Arizona. Vancouver came out, like you said, Colin, they're playing better. They play better than what their record is. And this is what they do. They run the football, they tire you out. They came up with clutch turnovers. That the play of the game, it goes to the offensive line because they got stronger at the second half. They was able to push Arizona and got key touchdowns off of running. And that was just phenomenal right there. This was a great game overall for everybody watching. But good job, Vancouver. Just keep on fighting.
Thanks to our statisticians Stephen Hacker and Robert Garrett Jr. Shout out to Josh Farnsey. 12 total tackles, 9 solo. He was a standout defensively. Colin Northrup, Anthony Ellison here in the broadcast booth. Thank you to our statisticians Stephen Hacker and Robert Garrett Jr. And have a good rest of your evening, everybody.